Do you need help but don't have time to visit an advisor? These questions might be on your mind.
Certainly the major is one. Working with transfer credits. So students may decide, you know what, I'm going to take Spanish 103 at Bellevue Community College. I can get it, it's close to home, that's good for me. But how does that work with my grades at the university? So explain the transfer credit process. Again, dealing with reinstatement. That's been a big one. Study abroad. How to begin the conversation about study abroad.
Thanks to technology, there is a new innovative way to get answers to your questions.
Well, I think at this point, the Advising Podcast we've really developed as hopefully a very accessible library for primarily undergraduates, incoming undergraduates, who are looking for information about a wide variety of issues.
If you have questions for your advisor, first check out the Advising Podcast website. Scroll down the list of topics. You may find an answer, and it will save you a trip.
The podcast, I think, is a new tool for helping students ask good questions.
And a new reason to tell your parents why you need the latest 80-gig iPod.
If you go into iTunes, the iTunes store, you can search just in their main search box for Advising Podcast, and it's right there.
There are helpful links within each podcast.
Podcasts are what we call enhanced podcasts. They all provide web links embedded into the podcast itself. So, for instance, if we're talking about General Studies 350, which is one of the avenues to receive internship credit here at the U, that we include a link to the website that discusses General Studies 350 at length.
All the information you thought was hard to reach is now just a click away.
We are the only university that has decided or is exploring the podcast medium for advising. So this is really an opportunity for students, if they enjoy this, to give us their feedback and to get involved and help us shape this into something that can be the flagship product for the rest of the country.
It's another way the University of Washington is advancing education by combining savvy technology and excellent advisors. I'm Shanelle Smith for the Daily Videocast.